think is the craziest thing that you've seen so far in Italy, or something that maybe scares you a little bit?
The craziest thing is that when they gave the news that they were going to shut down almost everything, a lot of people from Milan took a train all the trains in the middle of the night to go back to their homes in South Italy. And so they brought the virus down South Italy. So now the big crisis is in the north, but soon will be in the south.
So next question I want to ask you is, explain to me the current state of Italy and the coronavirus. Like, what's going on over there? You're in the heat of it. You're in the battle, like the battle zone. What's happening?
Yeah, well, Kevin, I'm talking to you from Brescia, which is one of the major towns in northern Italy that are, struggling against this virus. And I'm talking to you from the lockdown in my house. I'm not allowed to go out if not for work, for business, or to go to the grocery shop. I need to have also like a form filled because if the police stops me, I need to have a reason to be out of my place. And this is kind of scaring. But at the same time, I totally understand all these strict measures because the situation here is really, hospitals are crowded at the moment. The situation is really awful and scaring. But at the same time, I'm really proud of my country because we are trying our best to keep the spirit high. You've probably seen all these videos of Italians singing on the balconies during this time. A lot of people is going to give his blood to the hospital because we run out of blood. There are many money fundraising. All the VIP in Italy, all the wealthy people is giving a lot of money to help the hospitals. So
we are 2 weeks behind where Italy is. In 2 weeks, the US is going to be in the same state as you. They're already locking down San Francisco, right? As the time that we're recording this, right? Is Los Angeles
absolutely.
next? I'm in San Diego. Is San Diego next? So then the question is, if we are next and you are locked down for 3 weeks, do you have enough food? So that's just a valid question, right?
Yeah.
As far as like, just is it
for
enough?
Sure, this virus is quick because in some way it's not that lethal. So its danger is that it's very quick and you can have a lot of people in the same time with the virus. And so that's the big problem. It's going to be a problem for the hospitals to take care of all these sick people. Maybe I also have it and I don't even know. Maybe I don't even have symptoms. Maybe I did it and I don't even know because I'm healthy. But if you have a former sort kind of disease or whatever, you're weak and you are in real danger. That's the big point of this virus, and it's quick. It's very quick.
Yeah,
but if people is going to follow the rules, so stay 1 meter far, don't go in crowded places, wash the hands very careful, don't touch stuff, things can be controlled, I think. And especially one of the major thing is not to be afraid of it, because fear is a big enemy for our immune system.
Yeah. What do you think is the craziest thing that you've seen so far in Italy, or something that maybe scares you a little bit?
The craziest thing is that when they gave the news that they were going to shut down almost everything, a lot of people from Milan took a train all the trains in the middle of the night to go back to their homes in South Italy. And so they brought the virus down South Italy. So now the big crisis is in the north, but soon will be in the south, where also the healthy system, the sanitary system is not at the level of the north of Italy. So it's going to be even more dangerous. So why these people acted like that? That has been scary to see all the people running, catching last minute train, crazy. So this is really scary situation, and the fact that they act without thinking to their relatives, their families.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so my next question is eating meat the cause of some of these deadly viruses that we're seeing, like Ebola and SARS and MERS, and now the COVID-19 coronavirus? Is eating meat or eating animals really the cause of a lot of this? And if we stop, like, could we prevent some of these things?
Well, all these huge, crazy virus come from China, and they're connected to animals. So these are viruses that come from animals, and the fact that they have these open markets with all these animals, and all these recent and huge viruses come from there. It's also the SARS, this coronavirus, and all the latest virus come from there, and it's proved that they come from animals. So that's a big point. That's the point. We can't go ahead eating meat, and especially to have the animals treated in this way, because this is also affecting us.
Yeah, even the diseases that maybe aren't new, or maybe the diseases that everybody kind of knows about, like let's say just like E. coli and Salmonella, those are just some basic ones that people get all the time. And they say, oh, cooking the meat raw. If we were designed 100%, we were designed to eat meat, whether carnivore, whether 100% omnivore, we wouldn't be getting these diseases. Animals that are supposed to eat meat don't get Salmonella or E. coli infections. They eat the meat raw. They can handle it. We have to cook everything thoroughly prepared. But another big issue that I think is coming, or hasn't maybe really soon, is the antibiotic resistance. So over 80% of the animals in the US are fed the antibiotics, right? Yeah. And so when people eat the meat, they get the antibiotics, and eventually your body will be resistant. So there's a lot of strains that are potentially coming out. So what if, this one is, let's say the death rate is 3% on the coronavirus. What if we get one of the viruses that's just as easily spread as the coronavirus, but it has like a 70-80% death rate? Like that's the stuff that's the stuff that's in movies. But these things, you're seeing that it's almost like these viruses are just like us. They want to survive, they want to thrive, they want to grow, they want to build, they want to expand. You know what I mean? And so they're going to find any way to expand, and
we're giving them a lot of challenges to grow and expand and multiply, and
so many different types of animals and different types of DNA,
that these viruses are only going to get stronger. They're only going to get worse. The antibiotic resistant is only going to get worse. Like, now's the time to stop eating animals. If you're on the fence or you've been thinking about it, not for you, but for anyone listening, now's the time. Now's the time to do the research and say, why shouldn't I eat animals? Look for the reasons why you shouldn't, not for the reasons why you should, because the reasons why you shouldn't far outweigh the reasons why you should, because we don't have to.
I ain't eating no beef. No, my food was never screamed. I ain't eating no beef, no pork, no fish, no chicken. Now people think I'm tripping cause I ain't eating no dairy, no eggs, but I stay well fed off the fruits and the veg cause I care about the animals and the environment. I care about my health and